December 10th, Wednesday, 4:16 and 31 seconds. Very nice. Hmm. Oh, he was doing the thing. He was like, he was doing. It wasn't anti-American. It was kind of anti-American. It was like, I never connected to the football games and the apple pie part. But then I was like, all of Africa sucks, and South Africa would be the only. And then Europe is probably pretty. They're all kind of the same, so it's not. Because I was thinking of, Trump did this thing where he was doing anti-American organizations now. He's doing domestic terrorism. Antifa. I'm not Antifa. I never had a black mask. I do have a baklava, but I think it's from. I don't know when I got it. I don't remember. I've never worn it outside, so. It's a ski mask or a baklava? So if they raided my house, they'd be like, he's anti. I've never used it else. It's a scary thing. It's like marijuana like marijuana paraphernalia. It's like paraphernalia. Would a black baklava be paraphernalia? And I know I am anti-Christian, but I'm also anti-Muslim and anti-Jewish. Because I'm anti-Christian because to me there's something very creepy about Christianity, where a God poisons people and then he gives them the antidote and then he acts like he's your buddy. Something about that creeps me the fuck out. I'll never get over that one. But then again, I don't know. It's a weird question because it's like, they say America was built on Christianity, but then you got you got all these weird Christianities. What is Jefferson? I thought he was a deist, whatever the fuck that is, and then it's all. I think people oversimplify that one. I think they're kind of. There's all that theocracy stuff they're talking about. Oh, very nervous. Because you thought the blacks were bad. Math is made by Yakub to confuse the black people, which is what that's my impression of black people talking about postmodernism and calculus. But the Christians that believe 3 and 1 are the same number. That's the same bullshit. Math is supposed to be math, right? 1 and 3 are supposed to be different numbers. No, it's postmodern. It's Christianity, but it all ends up being shit. Is what I'm telling you. Each side's gonna end up being complete and utter shit. And you thought the fellas cutting their dicks off with the training shit is bad. Virgin births. I don't trust women in a fucking second. Why would I think some lady who claims she's a virgin who has a kid is fucking? I'm not believing that shit. Fuck you. A lady who's pregnant had a dick in her. I don't care what anybody says. You're anti-Christian. I am probably. Anti-Islam though too. Anti-Shia, Sunni. Most of them pretty crazy. Now he might be right. They might be being paid off by China and shit. But in the 60s and 70s, they probably did. MLK was probably getting paid by the Russians or something. It's not good. It makes me nervous. Very nervous. There was 2 magazines down in Alabama got taken out. One was a black one. I think one was like Cosmo. So they're gonna get rid of that. But I'm neutral about it. It's not good or bad. They had a black college down there, right? Don't they have like a black college in Tuscaloosa? Hey, it's smoked pot time. That one guy on YouTube, did he how many milligrams of marijuana shit did he eat? Would he eat 1,000? Was it 500 or 1,000 or 2,000? It was just a lot. That's interesting. Then what? Yeah, some lady was wanting about it, or was it a lady or guy or whatever? It is stifling of speech, but then you can't have extreme free speech. Yeah, they always make you if you're gonna go down with the boat, you have to go down with the boat. You can't just like say you gotta ask yourself, will you go down with the boat for this? Titanic? Are you referencing Titanic? The secret, beautiful desire for death of the captain. Oh, captain. That's good. People have to, look at, they're like, do I own this really? Am I willing to own what I say? I guess. That's good. I think everybody's a drug addict. You're addicted to Allah, or you're addicted to Jesus, or you're addicted to a drug, or you're addicted to something. It's actually the best analogy of life. It's understanding, that lotteries. I don't know. You could be addicted to fishing. I don't know, something. You gotta be. There's a tactic he used once. What was it? Domestic terrorism. I mean, if you're going to be a terrorist, you should at least be willing to die for it. So, that's good. It's going to make the terrorists actually realize, there's no freeloading. You don't want terrorists who are doing it for the money. You want them to be like, ideologically. Because if it's too easy to do, people will just do it for the money. Sometimes, it makes the water less thin, or it lowers the water area of what they can swim in. That's smart. And remember when Al Jazeera bought like the news, and that was like 5-10 years ago. So I guess it's probably something like that. Was Rudolph Murdoch was from like Australia? Was he American? Wasn't he Australian? Am I crazy, or was he Australian? I don't know. And Turner, wasn't Turner pretty cool? I thought he owned like a big ranch and he was kind of cool. When did he die? You should have looked that up. He never did. Is Turner still alive? He was CNN, right? Did it just go back? Because he was the innovator. He made CNN. CNN was the first 24/7 news network, right? And then that was the Gulf War, and then everybody copied him. Fox has one. Newsmax, everybody has a fucking 24/7 now news. What the fuck is this? I thought it was in the middle. Did you even look at the news beyond that? I forgot to, didn't I? That was like yesterday or 2 days ago. The news. So what the question is, how can you make money off this, or how can you benefit? Pro-American bullshit probably is good. If you can do like I don't know. Newsmax. So do you think like Newsmax was, who paid for Newsmax? Who owns? I never looked up any of that stuff. I know they're like really, really right wing for that. I wonder who owns it. I wonder if it was created on purpose, or if it was Why did the mainstream news become liberal to begin with? Was it just people wanted to feel good? Like, hey, was the liberal news always like, hey, feel good? Or was it agendaed, or was it like feel good bullshit liberal, feel good bullshit? Was it malicious, or was it just lazy? Is it lazy? Do you think it was lazy, or do you think it was malicious? Oh yeah, that joke. Oh yeah, a good joke. This was a good one. You know how you go to the 5-year-olds? You can teach them tranny shit, or you can teach them Christianity. You can send them to parochial schools. You can send them to madrasas. You can send them to. You can teach them epistemology at the age of 5. You can teach them anything. I know they should be learning colors and shapes. There was the Hamas Barney, who taught the little. That's kind of cute. Such a cute little Barney teaching them. You had a new one, right? It was a new one. What was it? It was. I forgot what it was. It was something. It's going to be the running joke of something to teach 5-year-olds. I forgot what it was now. What was it? It was something funny, probably. It was teach the 5-year-olds. I forgot what it was. Damn it. What was it? It was something funny. Or funny to me. I don't know if it's funny. Oh, fuck. I don't remember. You get back and all you do is you didn't look up any of the stuff. You didn't make an intro video. You didn't know that, buddy. What videos did you watch on YouTube? Did you watch one on, what'd you watch? I don't even remember what the fuck? Where am I? Oh, you got a bloody nose. You forgot to bring a napkin. You told yourself you're gonna bring a napkin, and you didn't bring a napkin, because, but you got the bloody nose at like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. And then you stuck a napkin up your nose? You should have brought a napkin, because if it starts bleeding again, that'll be annoying. What else was there? Oh, Manson gave the people meth. I thought meth and coke were supposed to be like the same thing-ish. Like within the same ballpark. It would be like comparing like opiates to heroin to Oxycontin. I thought they were all kind of the same. But Manson did give out meth. I said he didn't like coke. And I assumed he didn't like meth, but I was wrong. He gave out meth, so 100% wrong on that. What else? Hippie joke? Was there a hippie joke? What was the 5-year-old joke? Because I thought you had a 5-year-old joke. And I can't remember it now. It was something funny, right? You just make up stuff to teach 5-year-olds, because it's like whoever gets the 5-year-olds owns the future. Is the secret of life. Everyone knows that. Like, Da-da-da-da-da. Doo-dee-da, doo-dee-da. Is there blood on your finger? What's these? Is there blood? I can't tell. Oh, you watched like half a documentary on, you're still watching it. Whatever that, the Mormon guy. Boy, that one guy he was dating, he was crazy. He was like a nester, whatever the fuck that means. They started collecting shit, whatever that means. And then they were comparing that to Theon Vaughn. And he had a coke addiction. He collected stuff and nest, whatever the fuck that means. Nesting. I don't know what that means. But that one guy was just crazy sounding. He had like a messy den. Huh. Oh yeah, there's a good moral there. You know, you can tell who the he was. Because the one kid looked okay. The lady guy looked okay when his high school photo looked okay, but the you know, and then it turned into a lady guy. It's kind of funny. Oh yeah, that theory about the word faggot and gay. It just means there's the person who owns the property, and then they call anyone who doesn't own the property that. But it's not actually about. Because I keep thinking about this, like, how do you? They think they own people. I guess it's kind of an owning people thing, but it has nothing to do with sex. I mean, it's just a useful word to throw. It's like infidel or heretic. It's kind of a useful word. It's a demonic word to use to keep the outside from the inside, I guess. But it's not. It has less to do with sex than it probably should. It's a fake. I mean, it could be a fake word. I mean, there's a probability that percent of it is that. The out group called the. It's kind of like racist. I guess the Democrats used racist that way. You know, it wasn't like that the people were racist. It was an out group. It was a word you throw on someone to be like, hey, he's a racist, because they're an outsider trying to collect power. Because remember what the right wing did? They did the whole like, hey, that shooting didn't happen. Remember that shit? Everyone forgets that. And everyone forgets that, like, you know, they did some gaslighting shit themselves. So now the left will have to gaslight the way the right did. But then, didn't the left also go after the right for gaslighting? So now the right's going to go after the left for gaslight. It's just a fucking... It's just an information war, I guess. Yeah, so it's kind of sad. Oh, you're T-Boone Pickens. I looked at it. I pulled my phone out as soon as I got done, and I Googled fracker guy, and it did not give me T-Boone Pickens. And while looking for T-Boone Pickens, I remembered his name, but it did not tell me, which is very sad, because on my phone search history, you know, it might be on there, but it's like fracker guy, and that's a Simpsons character. And then I typed in natural gas guy, and it gave me another guy, and I thought it was T-Boone Pickens. It was not T-Boone Pickens, which is odd. I thought he'd be the fracker guy. I thought he was like the guy famous for making fracking famous or something. Huh. I was wrong. I don't remember what jokes you did. You didn't do the Hillary one, did you? You didn't do any of them, I don't think. I don't think you did anything. I think you got back. You took a nap. I took a nap. What did I do? I played some ARAM games this morning. Like 3 or 4. I got an Aurelian Soul. I think I lost that one. They kept diving me really fast. Also, you gave away your ult. You shouldn't have done the one where you give away your ult. The augment that you give away your ult. I think that cost... It seemed good in the beginning. 70 CDR, extra health, extra AP. And it did not pay off. I think the ult is one of the reasons that game got lost. You needed the ult. You gotta have an ult, an ult. And then some of those champions, that new guy, that Bloodsteel guy, he's kind of nasty. The Aatrox 2.0, whatever his name is. Aatrox 2.0. He is Aatrox 2.0. Doo-dee-da-dee-dee-da-doo. You need a terror game? You got beat on that one, I think. Did he win or lose that one? I don't remember. And there was one where everyone had like 20 or 30 hats. Because you had 10K. I had full items in 10K. And I was like, oh yeah, you can buy anvils, which are called hats. And then I had like 20 or whatever. And then I died once or twice and I bought another 10 hats for $7.50 each. That was a lot of hats. A lot of hats. So many hats. And our team had a Nasus, but we lost. What did they have? They had they killed him. They had a cog that was really nasty, right? Like a super cog. Everybody had like 20 hats. That was kind of nasty. Were you a soul in that game? Was that a normal soul? Did I have 2 soul games? Or 1 soul game? What were you in that one? Oh, you were Karma in that one. That was a Karma game. Yes. Doo-dee-da-dee-dee-da-doo. Oh man, what else is there? You need something better to do. Actor? You want to be an actor? No, you can't act. You want to be a writer? Can't write. What can you do? Nothing. I'm not good at anything. It's not good. Besides speaking in an extremely calm voice, and doing a fake mesmerization trick. Fake mesmerization. Fake mesmerization. Fake mesmerization. I don't really have anything. Oh no. Oh no. You are a wanderer like Samuel L. Jackson in Reservoir Dogs. Not Reservoir. It's You Wish. You're not that guy. You don't have the pull to pull it off. Probably not. You could do the backward sword. What was that Kenshin? That was DBZ. We're watching DB. I did not remember this. The fat guy cut off Vegeta's tail. I did not remember that. To be fair, that's not that interesting. Yeah. Yajibo? The fat guy? And then there was something else. Oh, some guy you can get all the way to Super Saiyan before you fight Vegeta or was it Raditz? Who was the first fight? It was Raditz, right? Or you can become Super Saiyan before you fight him somehow. And I was watching this video about that, which is whatever. It's sounds boring, but whatever. It's a one-punch fight. If you're already Super Saiyan when you fight Raditz or Vegeta the first time, and then in those first fights, they would blind people with sand and stuff. Then it just became a screaming match. At a certain point, it became a screaming match. And sensu beans? I need some sensu beans. Is there some sensu beans? Yeah, television is terrible. You watched that show way too long, too, because I think you watched it all the way to the pink guy. That's not good, man. You were watching shit. That was shit. It was a shit show. I was too young and dumb to know that it was shit. I was too young and dumb to know. But it does give you mental memories, of grab a guy's tail, and then the other person shoots him, and they shoot both of them. That's the Gokuian sacrifice. I don't know. And then there's Piccolo, the demon green guy, and then there's Vegeta, the Napoleonic prince. There's the Nappa, who looks like Brock Lesnar, but he should. It's the whole show's made up. It doesn't make any sense. It's about ki energies, and there's no. It's not applicable to daily life. The ki energy thing. Because you think Nappa would be the best, but Vegeta could wipe him out in a second, even though he was 1/3 the mass of Nappa. And then certain people could break the rules of physics. They could expand their body 3 or 4 times. They gained mass somehow, which is very. It's a TV show, so that's probably how they did that. Prince of the Saiyans. Always second to Carrot. Old Carrot. Always beating Vegeta. Always making Vegeta flustered. Flustered Vegeta. The poor Saiyan Prince. The common plebeian Kakarot. Poor Vegeta. So quiet as can be ish. People are gonna go to work in 30 minutes. 15 minutes, 30, 45 minutes. Statistical averages of when people go to work. 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 6 to something, and 9 to 5. I work my 9 to 5 and then da 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 da. Doody da doody da doody da doody da doody da. What was the one that's on the phone that you didn't upload? So you did one, but you didn't upload it. It was what was it? It was it wasn't the what about the poison thing, right? What was it? It was the parable of something. It was a parable. It was a parable. It was a parable. What was it a parable of? Because it wasn't a parable. It was because when you started it, you're like, this isn't really a parable. This is just a stupid joke, right? I don't know, something like that. Damn it. I can't remember what the 5-year-old joke was, and I can't remember what the parable. But it's on the phone, so I can upload it when I get back. That's good. That's good. So it'll be 6 o'clock. It'll be 5:15, 5:30 when you hit Florence. And then it'll be 6:30, 7. You could go downtown. Make it there by 7. 6:30, 7. And then you could do all the way up to... Oh, but then you're going to get hit with that fucking high school traffic. Right? Or will you? You just scream like a maniac and do it. The Rehoboam thing. You still think that? Still think it. Rehoboam, 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 Rehoboam. Skynet, Rehoboam. They all merge together to form one. Something about water use. They say the AI things use a lot of water. It's like they take the water out and they heat it up and they put it back in the river. I know some plants do that, but it kills fish. But it's not like bad. It's not terrible for the. They're not polluting. They're just using it to put heat into. AI. It's interesting how they do that. I wonder what that looks like. Because they won't show you what it looks like, right? They'll give you like a 2-3 layers from reality what it looks like. They'll give you 2 or 3 layers from reality of what it actually is. They'll give you like the very bare minimum of what it is. I wonder what it is. I wonder what it is. In his head, they're putting everybody in boxes. They're doing like a Stasi, East German, West German, how they found the Baader-Meinhof. They're putting everybody in groups now, in a computer. In the 70s, they did it with punch cards. They took all the genetics. They said, "Hey, you're just your genetics, basically. Hey, your brother's in the Baader-Meinhof. You're in the Baader-Meinhof, probably." So that's how it's all gonna be. It's a sad reality. If you knew how little free will people actually have, you'd be very sad. You have no free will. And Trump and Rehoboden know this. Trump's a smart guy. He knows people don't actually have free will. Which is why he's dangerous. He's a smart little son of a bitch. He's gonna kill me. I can smell it. You pray for... really? Do you think he'll kill you? I don't know. Why not? You're praying for death secretly, right? Give me death, please. Huh. Do. Yeah. You gotta claim your territory. Well, you still can. If you start doing this in like a year or two, they'll get suspicious. I'm thinking ahead. I gotta be like, hey, I got an addiction to walking. I'm allowed to walk around. I've been doing this for 2-3 years now. It's a week, close to a year. Yeah, right, close to a year. I'm legal. It's a precedent. I set the precedent before. Paranoid little fuck. I still think he's got Rehoboden, because that's how conservatives work. Conservatives see something, they saw Facebook, they saw the fucking Google algorithms, they're like, we want that shit. And they took it, and they put everybody in a box, and now they know everything. Oh man, they are so fucking scary. So fucking scary. You can see their eyes. You can always look into their eyes and tell exactly what they think. Oh, they want that shit so bad. If you had a laser rifle, they'd eye fuck the shit out of your laser. They'd be like, I want that laser rifle. Oh, they want that laser rifle so bad. If you had a laser, I don't have a laser rifle. It's an analogy. You know what an analogy is? An analogy? A MacGuffin? A MacGuffin? Who's more obsessed with the cutting edge on the line? Is that more of a conservative or a liberal thing? The liberals all just want to smoke pot and watch Netflix now and chill and get free health care. And then is it the conservatives became the at the line? Who's the at the line people? You want to see at the line? Who wants to be on the line? To know what the reality is? Because you can always go watching Netflix, I guess. You want to watch some Netflix? A little bit. Is there any? If there's any good documentaries, maybe. But even the documentaries are going to be 2 or 3 layers from reality, right? I want me some reality. I need reality. Where's reality? Where have they hidden it? They've hidden reality from me. I can't find it. All I see is shadows. Yeah, you probably needed to do the studio apartment thing, and then that would have been the fix for that solution, and then the one thing, and then the one thing. Whatever. You can't, time machine? You want to do the time machine one? Was it a time machine? Oh, it's free will. You want to go and teach the 5-year-olds free will. You have extreme free will. You always have. You can literally do anything. Is what is that a positive or a negative? You don't want to tell them that, right? Like, is that a poison, or is that a apple, or a piece of poison? That was the joke, yeah, right? I don't remember it. There's a moral in there somewhere, maybe, maybe not. Yes, the moral is, is that blood on your hand? Okay, there's no, I smell blood in my nose. I had a bloody nose, but I smell blood in my nose. It's like I can't tell if it's snot or blood. Is it snot? Is it blood? It smells like blood, but it's not bloody. Hey, they turned their open sign off. Good job. Very funny. Maybe that was what Europe was built on, like a bunch of people like pretending they own something they didn't own. The thing I make fun of this because I always think it's like if you don't own it, it's not yours. But then the whole system is built on you act like something you don't own is yours. And to me, that just seems like a jip. It seems like they're doing like the pyramid scheme shit on you. Like they're lying to you, but maybe that was what it was all. The old feudal Orf was, because you always just saw it as like a pyramid scheme. But you're supposed to be like, oh yes, he's doing a service. He's doing a service. So they sort of shit on European history when they have the coffee. Some coffee smells nice. Yeah, you should have no respect for leadership of any type. Hey, we're brainwashed. There's that Monty Python thing where it's like, the part where the guy writes about and he's like, I never anarchist. I always thought that was good. Did you already upload that one where it's like the distrust of all the niceness? You just want an honest, mean person? I can't remember if I did that one or if I didn't do that one. That was a funny one. Because everyone's so nice, no one's mean. So then where's the bad guys? They're all very nice. You didn't do that one, did you? I will never be a bad guy for someone else. I refuse to be someone, because I enjoy being bad, and it's one of those phobias. Like if you enjoy being bad, then why you don't want someone else getting the benefits of your essence. My essence is the enjoyment of You're gonna do that one about sadism, the sadist, one of the most besmirched and not not shit on. You want a fancy word for shit on? The sadist, the marginalized group. You can do that one. Sadist, marginalized group. The sadist is the derogatory kicking dog. Okay, very funny. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. do 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 zappy doopity bitty bop boop boppity badoopity bitty bop boop. Ah, cheesy, so cheesy. Whatever. It's all fake anyway. The whole thing is rigged. I mean, it's rigged, but that's what the right said when the left wasn't. They were like, it's all rigged. It's all rigged, but it was rigged under the left too. It's they're going to turn the left wing into the conspiratorial. Was the right wing more conspiratorial? And now they're going to be, the left wing's going to be conspiratorial. It's going to be funny. It's the same shit. Damn it. There's no cleaning it out. You don't clean it out, you just change the color. The color changes, but the shit don't change. Do you like green eggs and ham? I don't like eggs or ham. Do you like them when they're green? Do you like them when they're red? Do you like them when they're blue? No, I don't like. Well, I like eggs. Ham. Actually, they're both okay foods, but for the premise of this joke, I don't like eggs or ham. And if you put fucking food coloring in it, it doesn't change what the fuck it is. But eggs and ham are actually pretty good food. I like bacon better than ham, but ham is acceptable. I mean, eggs, it's better to probably have an omelet, sunny side up, or easy over, that's pretty good. Cook the eggs in the bacon grease, that's probably the better option. But, for the sake of this joke, green eggs and ham, I can't stand it. And whatever you put food coloring wise on the green eggs and ham, it's still eggs and ham. So, it's just, because food coloring is supposed to be designed to just be tasteless, right? I think it's going to be the same conspiratorial. That one lady was at a CVS, and she was in the parking lot for like an hour or 30 minutes, and had that big voice come on, "You are in the parking lot." And she got all conspiratorial. No, they're just trying to protect their fucking property. She was being a little conspiratorial. That's just, if someone's in your parking lot at 12 o'clock, in your driveway at 12 o'clock, they're going to be all negative towards you, right? I mean, that's not great. I mean, she's wrong to be unhappy with her she had an expectation she should not have had. Poor lady. I mean, Just think about it, reverse the story. You're the Aldi's, or not Aldi, is a blue place? Was it a Rite Aid? Something like that, right? So everyone's going to get conspiratorial the other way. Whatever. I'm rooting for the positive conspiracy, because there could be some good conspiracies, that could be good if they have a Rehoboam and they can do they can predict stuff. Maybe they can get some positive shit out of that. It's not going to all be negative, right? Like some of the positive aspects of Rehoboam. As long as you're not going into politics, it should be okay for you, right? I'm not a politician, so they aren't going to go after me, right? Because I'm not a politician. I don't have a fucking clue any of that shit. So. Dear Donald Trump, I am not a politician. I am merely an observer of reality. I don't care. I think your green eggs and ham are your red eggs and ham, and the other ones are blue eggs and ham. Here's the thesis: the left could never create Rehoboam, because remember Nixon opened up China. Nixon opened up China. The left was not allowed to open up China, but Nixon was allowed to open up China. Trump is allowed to create Rehoboam because the left created the internet, all that shit. It's like all Zuckerberg and all that shit, right? So the right creates Rehoboam because they're not the ones who were, because it would just be self-interest. Zuckerberg and all them people don't like Trump, right? They had to bow and kiss the ring. So he's allowed to create Rehoboam because the same way Nixon was allowed to open up China. Because, he's a right-wing sort of nut job, sort of crazy guy. And also, the problems are so bad that they have to create Rehoboam. Right? It's going to be called Rehoboam. So, very interesting. That's why they have to do the pendulum thing, because the pendulum thing is where, you can't have. They have to take Facebook and the internet away somewhat. They took like 15%, didn't they, of that one? Well, that was the NVIDIA. That was not Facebook. That was NVIDIA, I think. That was not. Same thing. It's all electronics or computers. He got his fingers in there. Well, they could have broken it up, I guess. Because you can't have Zuckerberg creating Rehoboam, and it's got to be the guy who's like, he's like, is he jealous? He's like, oh, I wish we could have created it, but I fucking the shit out of Facebook and all those social media shit. Oh man, you have all the people's eyes. You control it's the modern newspaper. It's the modern TV. It's the modern, plus Rehoboam, plus the boxing, the peoples. Okay. You should have never watched Westworld. Why did you watch it? That was a good show, actually. That was pretty good. Someone's buying, is it WB? Someone's buying, there's some merger? They're always merging shit, man. What's going on? Why can't they? It's mergers, and it's the 80s? Is it mergers and acquisitions again? Mergers and acquisitions. Yeah. Hey, Trump is president. He was famous in the 80s, so that would be very appropriate. Right, that was when he was... When was he most famous? Like 80s? 90s? 2020? When he made fun of Rosie O'Donnell in the 2010s, probably. Interesting. The age of consolidation. The age of I don't know. Oh, and then you were going to do like an age of... It was going to turn into an age joke. Oh yeah, that was a funny one. I don't remember how it went, and it's a dirty joke, so it's not... It's going to be like It's going to be a joke about pedophilia, but it's not that funny. It was the premise of the joke was, I don't understand it, but someone likes it. Maybe you were trying to figure out what would it be enjoyable about it, and then you're like, oh yeah, what could be enjoyable, and then you're trying to figure that out. And it's like, okay, just role playing as a pedophile here. Role playing as a pedophile. Funny. And then what? I don't know. Something about something. I don't know. So were the conservatives like, because like I had this paranoia of like, I'm pretty safe as long as no one plans anything on me. I mean, I'll eat the stuff that is real. I'll eat the stuff that I've done that's real, but are they gonna plant shit on you? That's the paranoia part. The part from American Gigolo where they start putting shit in your house. The paranoia part. Because then it's, did the right think that that's what Obama and Biden were doing? They were going around planting stuff like an American Gigolo? Maybe. Because then it turns into turning people into lessons. But the right and the left both. It's green eggs and ham, man. It's just different colored ham and eggs. So you're uploading 4 videos. They're all two-part. There are 4 of them, but they're two-parters from 2 days. One was yesterday's, and then the other one was like the 5th or something. I don't know, some day. And there was the last one was like a 9 gig one. Holy shit! But I think I uploaded that one. That was a 5-hour one. That was cool. And then the phone died. Yeah, it was cool. Cool. Nesting. Why'd that one kid nest? It's very isn't feminine. It's a feminine thing, right? Could be like a. The one kid was not in. They said he was an electrical. The YouTube video told me he was an electrical kid, but then they turned him into a stone cutter. Oh well. Yeah, you have no skills. You're worthless. You are worthless. Yes, you are. It's your fault. Be an artist. Just be an artist. Be a hippie. Bohemian artist. You know, it's Do you lack self-interest, or are you just like, you have no self-interest? I guess you don't. Your brain's fried or something. Fried brain, it's real fried. It's real fried. He's got a fried brain. Yeah, you would have had to suck a little more. Yeah, it's your fault. Whatever, doesn't matter. Spilled milk under a soiled bridge, under a mini tower of You didn't eat anything, did you? Idiot. You forgot to eat. Should have eaten something. You have some Coke? I had some Coca-Cola. Right? Do. Yeah, China's already got a Rehoboam, right? Oh yeah, he's creating Rehoboam. He'll justify it under domestic terrorism and external terrorism, and then he'll build Rehoboam. He's gonna build Rehoboam, definitely. And he's allowed to too, because the American people trust him. They wouldn't have trusted Zuckerberg or Obama or Biden or Harris. He's allowed to do that, I think. They'll let him get away with it. He'll get away with it. I mean, China's got one, so I mean, he'll rationalize it that way. It's a good rationalization. Then he's whining about the economy and how the one guy was like, "Oh, you're crazy." Whatever, everyone, they all fucking lie about it. Every one of them is a fucking, none of them's gonna actually tell you what's actually happening. It's your job to figure out what the economy is. It's not the fucking president's job to tell you, or the Biden or Harris, or you're supposed to sit there and go, "Hey, do people want more steaks, more peanuts, more trucks?" That's your job, not his job. He's just there to be like a pretty face. Or a silly face, or Trump or Obama. He did the GPU shit, which is for China. So what is it? There'll be a golden era for a couple years, where Rehoboam will get like a bunch of hits, and they'll catch a bunch of people, and Trump will get a lot of credit for it. And then there'll be like another leaker guy, like another Snowden or something. They built Rehoboam, and then people have to like smart up. If you're gonna be a criminal, you're gonna have to smarten up about your Rehoboam, how Rehoboam sees you. It's like a credit score. People learn to game the credit score the same way. They learn to game FICO. There'll be an early opportunity edge where they can catch some people, probably. Can I make this? You want to go all the way down to the island? The island is safety. So what's going to happen after Trump in 10 or 20 years? I don't know. You'd have to know what the technology is going to be. It's going to be quantum computing. Rehoboam with quantum computing. I don't fucking know. I'm making shit up here. I cannot see through the fog. How close is it to 6? You could go to Walmart at 6 at the other one. The other Walmart. You could go there. Get some muffins. You want to get some muffins, buddy? You want to get some muffins? Oh, man. Rehoboam. I love that term. Rehoboam. I mean, it is the future. In 3001, they had the brain machine. It was like a brain scanner. It was very similar to that Batman movie with Jim Carrey, where they can read your brain. Riddle me this, riddle me that. Who's afraid of the big fat bat? Riddle me this, riddle me that. Who's afraid of the big fat bat? The negative aspects of Trump will be the pro-Christian part where they're going to be like, be a good slave. Because who gets to determine who the slaves and who the masters are? You know, imagine being I have a master brain, sorry. I don't care what anybody says, I'm a master. Even if I don't know anything, I'm a master. I don't give a fuck what you say. I got a master brain, you're not going to fucking turn me into some good boy doggy who eats your little doggy treats like a fucking Scooby snack. I'm not a fucking Scooby-Doo, buddy. I ain't Scooby-Doo, you ain't gonna fucking put peanut butter on your dick, friendo. I'll bite your fucking cock. I will bite your fucking cock, friendo. Scooby snack. Very nice. Which is, you know, but then you also have that thesis of did the society create too many masters and not enough slaves? And then did the society create too many Indian chiefs and not enough Indians? So then you're gonna get purged, which is gay. Very gay to get purged. No one wants to get purged. They can do that fucking movie shit where they purge people. I've never seen those movies, but I know vaguely about that. They're gonna do that. He's gonna do that, or not. Maybe the left. Hey, the left was doing that too. They had like the people burning down cities. That's just like the purge. So that's not a right wing, left wing thing. That's a Stalin purge. Stalin purged more people than, but Hitler purged people too. So The Purge is a multi-party movie. The Purge is a multi-party movie. Never forget that. It's a movie dedicated to all the political parties who have purged. Also to anorexic and bulimic women. Duty-da. Very nice. Hey, was your guest, whatever happened to Comey? Is he gonna get fucked? They're gonna go re-back after him? I thought he was a company man. I thought I don't know, man. You gotta make a message out of it. Right? He's a message. He must have pissed Trump off. I always thought he seemed like a dork, but, you know, going after him, that seems mean, but whatever. You gotta send a message sometimes. Poor Comey. Poor Comey. If they do go after him. I don't know if they're gonna go after him, but if they do. Then what? And then what? And then what? And then what? Walmart is up here. Will be open. It'll be 6 o'clock. I can get maybe some muffins, some Danish maybe. Oh yeah, those kids are fucked. Yeah, because that was sad. It was like the one kid moved in with the other kid. Oh man, it's like it's nasty. Yeah, they gotta fix that shit somehow. I don't know how. It's probably more of a societal problem than it is like a training problem. But it is a problem in the whole. The kids these days have no hope. No hope. Or nostalgia. They need to have nostalgia or hope. Nostalgia and hope will fix society. Society can be fixed with nostalgia and hope. Yeah, I only watched half of that. Oh, the guy had insider information because he got mailed something by the person who lived across the street, and he had like insider knowledge of the supposedly. I don't know. So it's going to be the surveillance state then. Does that warrant the surveillance state? A little bit. Yeah, because they're doing it. Trump will say it's based on mental insanity. You know, and and domestic terrorism, and mental insanity, domestic terrorism, the brain vat. Remember like 5-10 years ago, if the left would have done that, imagine how much trouble they would have gotten in. You can't monitor people's brains. Riddle me this, riddle me that. Who's afraid of the big fat bat? I don't think that's inappropriate. I think you just like saying the Riddler line from that movie because it's fun to be like Jim Carrey, be overly expressive, and as long as you rename the stuff. If you're buying meth or coke or marijuana, just rename it. They're not stupid. They know that when you buy, I want 5 cases of tiles, and you're not a tile salesman, they probably know what you're selling, which sucks, but whatever. I watched The Wire. You have to buy burner phones or burner Facebook accounts or something. I don't know. There's some sort of OPSEC you'd have to follow to sell drugs, probably, to do it correctly. I'm bored thinking about it because I don't really find that interesting. I mean, there's the encrypted apps, I guess. How do they deal with the encrypted apps? I don't know. Riddle me this, riddle me that. Who's afraid of the big fat bat? Riddle me this, riddle me that. Who's afraid of the big fat bat? I'm an asexual Jeffrey Epstein. My interests are in everything. As long as I stay away from Lolita, that should be okay. Don't go near the Lolita. It's supposed to be a book about obsession. I know I had some friends who read it, and that was what it's supposed to be about, obsession. It's not about the, you could change the Lolita into anything. It could be, it's meant to be a book about the unhealthiness of having obsessions, actually. But if you read it from that perspective, it's probably, I don't know if Nabokov wasn't actually into that. I thought he was a butterfly collector. But then again, it's you don't write books about pedophilia. You're gonna get thrown in the negative camp no matter what you do, probably. Never role play as a pedophile. Don't even role play as it. Like, you get in a lot of trouble for that shit, probably. We had a case. He's doing like a Mindhunter joke now. It's like a Mindhunter joke, or was it what was the Hannibal one with Edward Norton? He was so good he could always catch the pedophiles, and then eventually Edward Norton. I don't know. That's not funny. That's not, because that one is the one where he's like, oh, I got to see through their eyes. He puts the glass in his eyes or whatever. Whatever. Makes you a little too suspicious. You knew exactly what they were thinking, man. Very funny. I get fucked no matter what, so go wall up, get some muffins. Or something. Some nuts or some muffins or The self-interest will become so palpable that You have no respect for anything. That's why you're gonna get your ass kicked. You gotta be careful if you're gonna play this game. You gotta tread the fence carefully. Tread it very carefully. The fence. Tread the fence. Tread the fence. Stay as middle of the fence as you can. You're still gonna get fucking killed, dude. You know that, right? You can't do that, man. The age of political fealty and something else. My lord, my lord, my lord, my lord, yes sir. My lord, yes sir, yes sir. My lord, yes sir. Make it so. Very nice, very good. Okay, each one of those is gonna get a broken rib for you, buddy. That's 5 or 6 or 8 of them. Good job, good job. Job's done. Oh, fuck. All I ever wanted was to own the entire galaxy. I'm telling you, man, it's not. I don't think it's gonna work, buddy. It's not gonna happen, friend. I just wanted the whole galaxy. I never wanted that much. I just wanted the entire multiverse universe. And now, you'll be lucky to get a cardboard box, friend. They're gonna steal your cardboard. The guy on the street is gonna steal your cardboard box because you didn't pay him the proper respect. You gotta respect that guy who owns the homeless street. He will take your box. You gotta pay the tax to him, man. You gotta pay the street tax to the street man on the street tent thingy. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like blue eggs and ham. I do not like red eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am. Would you eat them in a boat? Would you eat them with a goat? Would you eat them with a stool? Would you eat them at a pool? Okay, that joke's stupid. Is there a little bit of that Pepe Le Pew kind of like rapey vibe to that book? I don't like them. I'm gonna force you to eat these eggs, buddy. Dr. Seuss. Pepe Le Pew vibes. Pepe Le Pew vibes there. You should go find green eggs and ham. That'd be pretty cheesy. It's just food coloring. It's just food coloring. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am. I do not like them in a boat. I do not like them with a goat. I do not like them in a tree. I do not like them when I pee. I do not like them with a whore. I do not like them anymore. I do not like them with a mask. I do not like them as a task. I do not like them. This is kind of stupid. I do not like them, Sam, I am. I do not like them in a tree. I do not like them when I pee. Freeloading. Do not like them in the stones. I do not like them in the bones. I do not like them with metal guard. It rhymes with everything. So you just sort of, yeah, it's kind of a. I do not like them, Sam, I am. I do not like them when I pee. I do not like them. Ennui. Ennui? What is that French word for empty? What does that mean again? I don't remember. You want some eggs? You want some ham? I do not like them. That one lady from the black people in the Alabama, she was cute. They interviewed her. She's like, oh, they're taking the magazine away. For a black lady, not bad looking. Huh? Aww. She should have went to that black university in Tuscaloosa. There's one over, it's like Stillman or something. Because that one's like 80% black, I think. I don't know. The age of resegregation? Is it going to be like resegregated schools? Maybe. Secret base did something about Morse code. The guy who invented Morse code stole the shit out of it, and then he was like a super racist. He was like really, really racist. So that was kind of funny. So that was amusing. And they compared it to like Al Borland and Tim Allen. The one guy was like Tim Allen. He was just like he was an idiot, but Tim Allen was an idiot, but he wasn't an idiot. I don't know. It's very complicated. Was Tim Allen an idiot or not? I don't know. Probably was. Probably wasn't. Tim, is his name Tim? Is it which one's the actor and which one's the character? Is it Tim Allen is the actor, right? I was talking about the character. Is his name Tim Allen in that? What's his name in that? What is his name? Whatever, the character, the actor merging together. Guy fucking sold had what do you have, like an ounce of Coke? He had like an ounce of Coke. So if anyone ever is like, oh, just remember the guy was selling Coke when he was younger. He was not. They were kind of, so just remember, they ain't no saints either. I do not like green eggs and Coke. I do not like green Coke or red Coke. I'm just kidding, man. I like Coke. Coke's good. Yum, yum, yum. Oh, wow. I do not like them when I pee. I do not like them. G. have been turned into like fucking Al Borland on that story, man. So that's how it works. I mean, that is true, I guess. You're supposed to create the solution. You don't like to create solutions. You know, you're lazy. Your own fault, buddy. La dee dee da dee da do. Doo-dee da dee dee da do. So the moral of the story is always get rid of the one things. You have to get rid of them faster. You'll get swamped and the water will go up to your neck and then you'll be panic swimming, which is what you can't do. You can't do the panic swimming. I'm not gonna panic swim for somebody. Yeah, just you get to the point where you panic swim and say fuck it, get the fuck out, find a new place, and then panic swim. Then you hit the panic swim again. So once you start panic swimming, you're fucked, man. Like once you've got the water in your neck, you're fucked, man. You just gotta accept that. Because once it's at your neck, it's not going back down. That's the whole point is to get the water as close to your neck as possible. That's their goal. Do like green eggs and ham. I do not like them. Sam I am. I do not like them in IP. I do not like them in a tree. I do not like them with a whore. I do not like them as a boar, chore, s'mores. Make them into s'mores. I can probably play that shit pretty well too. Dee-da-dee-da-dee-da-doo. Do-dee-da-doo-dee-da. Dee-da-dee-da-dee-da-doo. Do-do-do-dee-da-doo. Do-dee-dee-da-dee-da-doo. Zop, zop, zippy-zoop, zippy-zoop. Zippity-zippity-zippity-hippity-hoop. Doody da dee da doo. Doody dee dee da dee da doo. Doo 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 dee doo doo. Oh yeah, you need to do that soon. Yeah, I'll do that. What time do you think that thing downtown opens? Do you want to go there? Oh, your other thesis was they want everything back on. Well, that's the brain cap thesis, right? They want everything back on the brain cap. It's the Batman theory, yes, but whatever. Shit. Brain cap. Zeus narcissist, my thoughts are mine. My thoughts are my property. My thoughts are my property. My thoughts are my property. No, they're not. I can handle that you guys own all the land. I can't handle that you think my thoughts are your property. That drives me fucking insane. You know, I can't fucking stomach that shit. That's fucking like, that's like, I'm not a violent person, but if you think you get to own my thoughts, fuck you. Ooh. I can follow your stupid fucking ridiculous rules, kind of. You don't get to own my fucking brain. My soul is mine, you fuckers. Says the nut job. The nut job says his thoughts are not yours. The gods give you your thoughts. The lords give you your thoughts. The deities, the Apollo, Zeus, the Athena. Achilles. The spirits come into the people. The gods go through the people. La di 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 da di da do. Do dee 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 do. Do dee 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 da dee da do. How they'll deal with that if not everybody's doing that. It's that tone of like it's that tone you can't stomach when this person talks like they're in complete control. It fucking irks you. Oh, there's asteroids flying through the air, man. There's a person trying to tell me, trying to act like they control things. You don't control fucking shit. Oh man, that makes you sound dangerous. Actually, you gotta keep that with yourself, man. Ugh. Trying to hide reality from me. I know what reality is. I know what this world was created as. I know why God created this place. I know why it exists. Don't go tell me it's a milk and sunshine. I know what reality is. I know the secret reality. I know the secret reality. La-di-da-di-dee-da-dee-da-doo. Do-dee-da-dee-dee-da-doo. Yeah, you're gonna get incarcerated for that one, man. You can't say that, I don't think. The world exists so that people can drive cars like these. Is that the reason? No, it's a deeper secret than that. I can't tell you. It exists so people can buy State Farm insurance. No, there's a deeper reason than that. Midas, it's for Meineke, not Midas. Oh, it's a deeper paint. It's bigger than paint. It's so much bigger than paint, or houses, or Hobby Lobby. Oh, it's a secret so big. It's a big old secret. The secret of secrets. The secret of all secrets is the secret of all secrets. La di da di dee da dee da do. Dee 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 da do. Do 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 dee do do do. Red truck. The meaning of life is the red truck, actually. It's about getting that red truck right there. That's the most. It's all about the red truck. I'm just kidding. It's about Popeye's chicken or Mexican 5. How many Michelin stars is that place? You pissed that one guy. He said 5-star Michelin meals for every lunch. God, you're an asshole. Why didn't you just love poking? You can't help it, man. I cannot stomach the fatties. The fatties. You've been fat before. You've been fat. You weighed like 280 at one point. Fatty. What do you think you weigh now? 240? 250? Oh, 250. Fatty, 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 fatty. Fatty, 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 fatty. You should feel like a bad person. Sometimes I have these feelings like maybe I'm a bad person. Then I remember I'm an artist. I'm not bound by rules. And then it makes me feel better. So. As an artist, I am exempt from all rules. So it's always important to remember that. I mean, you're not exempt. It's just you have the taking of the punishment is part of the art. You're not exempt. Like, I mean, you expect, if you rob a bank, you expect to get shot or incarcerated. But you're exempt from. Well, you're not exempt from the consequences. You're exempt from the moral responsibility of the crime. But you are not exempt from the punishment. Is that your rationality? I don't know. I was just making that story up there. I don't know if you believe that, I guess so. Yeah, no wonder they don't like you. Yeah, they don't like you for a good reason. That's a pretty good reason to dislike you. Sie ist der Artist, I'm an artist. Sie ist above the law. I'm above the law. I am my own law. You can't say that. It's like Socrates. You're gonna get your windows broken in. I don't have any windows. You're gonna get your eyes broken for that, man. They're just gonna punch your eyes out. Take that, sovereign citizen. Then they'll take your eardrums, and then they'll take your walking cane. Then they'll take your, your wand walking cane. And they'll take your fingertips, and then they'll take your feet. Sovereign citizen. Sovereign citizen. I'm not rolling my window down. Bam. Break that window. Something in my teeth. What the fuck is that? I'm a sovereign citizen. Is it 6 o'clock yet? It is 5:59 and 6 seconds. So when I get to Walmart, they should be open, I think. I shall get muffins or something. What are they on sale? What's ever yellow? A Danish? Do they have a Danish? They have. You want to get if they don't have that, you can get like a box of pecan swirls. You can get little Debbie cakes. You can get. What else could you get? Do they have any meat that's pre-cooked? Beef jerky, Slim Jim? And Zuckerberg got all pussied out because, they made that movie about him where it's like, the only reason he made Facebook was to get like pussy. So he's like, he feels all dirty. He's like, I can't make Rehobonin. He doesn't have the energetic spirit to make Rehobonin. They gotta have like the dirty guy do it. So they need fresh eyes. Purple, yellowish, reddish. What is that? Reddish? Kind of different. What, do you not look at sunsets and sunrises ever? Have you ever looked at a sunrise? Not really. You haven't been alive till you've looked at a sun. You're not missing anything. I mean, you are, but you're not. I don't know, a little bit of both. That's cute. The penguin and some red thingy. So all acts in Italy, they said all acts are political acts. Like every step is a political act. That was the Italian fascist concept of, because everything is technically political. Every action you've ever done. In fact, in fashion, you could say that in communism too. The permanent revolution. Did you stick with the permanent revolution? It's the same kind of fucking thing, I guess. But whatever. DAV? What the fuck is that? Military shit, or is that? Or is that something else? What's DAV? DAV? It's not as serious as you. Yeah, you're never gonna make it in that thing. Stick with art, and then you'll stay abstract and distant, and then you can. You'll be okay, maybe. Fuck. Does it flip over? What is it on the other side? I thought it might be a rim at first, but that would come off because because it was Velcro. I don't know, maybe something like that. School? Is that a school kid? What the fuck's going on there? Kids these days. That's not a bike. Is that like an electric bike? It's gotta be an electric bike, right? Now, it's probably pretty easy to give a kid, what are electric bikes, like $300, $400, $300? You probably get a cheap one for like $200, $300. That's pretty good for like the kids going to school and stuff. That's probably pretty good. It's an advantage. When I was a kid, I had to walk 10,000 miles. When I was a kid, I had to use an electric scooter to bike to school for 2 miles. And then they had teleporters, and then they had helicopters. And then they had, after teleporters, they had, what percentage of school is about socialization versus the actual learning of the stuff? I don't really know, actually. That's an interesting question. How much of it is techne versus, do they actually just make the people fight each other? Because if you think about it, how much of work is just the people fighting each other so they don't fight the boss? Is it they want to fight each other, or is that even actually legitimate strategy, or is that not legitimate strategy? Yeah, that's a squeaky wheel thesis. So yeah, you don't want to do that. So. Is that natural gas? What does that smell? I thought it smelled some natural gas. I'll drink to that, buddy. I just have a drink. Some alcohol, please. Give me alcohol, please. Give me alcohol, please. Alcohol, please. Alcohol, please. Give me alcohol, please. hippie. You're such a fucking hippie. God damn it, I ended up being a fucking hippie. God fucking damn it. Fucking hippie. Whatever. Burrito tacos, tamales, street tacos. Street tacos. That means they drove them on the street or what? I like the taste of the street on my taco. I like the asphalt. I like the tar. Mind broken. And at that moment, his mind was broken. He was broken beyond repair. His mind became broken. It's like an eye snap thingy, or is it a broken glass analogy? What analogy are you going for here? Crack. Shatter. Stone cold shatter. Then what? The mind was broken at that moment. He became pure instinct after that. No more mind. The mind disappears. Pure instinct, as in all these other people are just pure instinct, right? This guy right here, this guy right, these are all pure instinct people. They have no brain left. They became pure instinct a long time ago. You're still running the brain. Why are you still running the brain? The brain is not meant to be run. One is meant to live off pure instinct. Like these people. These people run on pure, unadulterated instinct. Pure instinct, baby. Pure instinct. Every one of these people is running on pure instinct. And you're not. Why are you not running on pure instinct, buddy? Why has your mind not been shattered yet? One must shatter the mind and run on pure instinct. Crack. Their broken eyes. Their eyes. Isn't that an old meme, like the old Smashing Pumpkin song? I think that was the Smashing Pumpkin song right there. Is it 6 o'clock? They're open, right? They're actually lucky. It's probably a good thing that they have broken eyes. It's probably better to have broken eyes than not to not have eyes anymore. No more eyes. No more eyes. There is no I when you live on instinct. Or is the I? That's a good question. Is the I, the instinct, the eyes, instinct in the eyes? Their eyes became dead. They had pure instinct. No more eyes inside. The robot on that moment becomes read-only. It no longer has the ability to write programs. It becomes read-only. No more writing. No more writing, only reading. Doody-da, doody-da. The human T-800. They are open, right? I think so. Pretty sure they're open. It's 6:12 and 44 seconds. 6:12 and 44 seconds. 6:12 and 44 seconds. It's been like 15 seconds since you've said the seconds, so it's probably longer than that now. You want to turn it off now? Yeah, turn it off now. You want to put it in your little baggy thingy? And then I'll turn it off, and then it won't be a two-parter, and then it'll be less broken up. That makes it cooler. I think it's cooler when it's only in one piece. It makes it cooler. And then you're technically breaking like a rule, I think. You might be technically breaking a rule if you do that. I don't know. Wow, they have a lot of cars over there. That must be the employees. La-di-da-dee-da-dee-da-doo. Zippity, zippity, zoo. Zippity, 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 za. Zippity, 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 zoo.